The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And here's the return. And the returner will be brought down. The Wolverines will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Open space at the 25. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection. Get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
How about that last big play? You're backed up, and now you've got it 1st and 10 from the 46. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the 33-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something going with their 1st possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Payne. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
Well, the defense is smelling blood in the water with this offense so backed up. They're able to get to him for a sack, and I give the quarterback credit because I thought he was about to take a safety. Somehow he was able to stay out of the end zone.
Washington sends out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
On second down, looking again to throw. On target to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Just needs a crack to get a return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He slings it deep to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Now on the counter. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball is picked off.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try the run. Across the 25, he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Payne. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see their general.
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Washington sends out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. He gets a block. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. He's got it down the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that can hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Westbrook. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. He makes the catch at the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's
just steamrolling the defense. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Washington wants to go quickly. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Catches it at the 30. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Buys a little time. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man and they convert. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He'll take a shot. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. That was just as simple as playing catch and warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Washington right back to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Grabbed behind the line. It's York. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, he'll let it fly. He lets one fly deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
Defenses throughout the league study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll take the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Just enough time for one final play in this half. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he's playing with fire, and he's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the Big House when it's full and rocking as it is today in Ann Arbor.
And the Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
Open.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On target over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Offense set on first down. To the ground with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the lone running back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads can call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your head because they're dominating right now.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Looking for space. It's Hatchet. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big...
And he breaks into the open. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. And the pummeling has started.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive in the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just...
Can anyone catch him? And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's got it on the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
What's important in this game, this offense, gets the running back involved out of the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Using the quick game. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Huskies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver shows motion. They want to run this quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. On to attempt the try. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of do's, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got his man on the outside. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
He uncorks a bullet to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
3rd in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down. Makes the big mistake.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. Lets it fly. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Galladay. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Good timing on the quick out. He's finally herded out of bounds. Really good pickup on 3rd down, and still not quite enough to move the chains. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires downfield. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got him downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Quickly complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jones. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. Back to throw, it's Galladay. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. Slips through the line. He's going to get loose. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is like a gift to have starting field position like this, Jesse.
You're absolutely right. It's ideal. And, David, they practiced.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? He's got the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlight.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? It hasn't always been pretty all season long, yet they've continually found ways to win each and every week. But today, in a day where they had to light the scoreboard up because the opposing offense came to play, their offense got it done. And as a result, they stay undefeated.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed. Oh, look out. There he goes. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Dropping back, it's Galladay. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous part of it. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Washington, 14.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Out of the backfield, he's open. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. He's going to pass on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. When under critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
He got it! Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. They stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution.